I'm Kevin Price with your Price Point Edition. Do want to remind you to check us out over there at priceofbusiness.com, where I have my radio show Monday through Friday on Business Talk 1110 a.m. in Houston, Texas. Also, don't forget to check out usdailyreview.com, where I'm the publisher and editor-in-chief, where we provide great, dynamic, new content every day there at usdailyreview.com. Today I want to talk a little bit about the issue of startups. There's a need for more and more startups, not so much because there's a huge void out there in the marketplace of demand for this or demand for that, but simply because unemployment continues to remain extremely high. The quality of jobs continue to decline. Underemployment, that is, people doing jobs that are essentially beneath them, are at all-time levels. And there's just a stagnation, an economic stagnation like we have not seen really since the late 1970s. And so I like to encourage people to consider, if you can't find a job, instead of taking 2 years of unemployment, create a job. Did you hear that? 2 years of unemployment. It's unbelievable. You wonder why we have an entitled nation with an attitude of entitlement rather than one of contribution and making a difference. And so create your own job if you can't find a job. And people think, oh, it's just so expensive. You got to find an office. You got to find, a business card. You got to get all this technology, blah, 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 blah. And what all those blah blahs are essentially excuses for not getting started in business. Because let's face it, now in the 21st century, it is easier to start a business these days than in any time in the history of our country. Why do I say that? Well, certainly from a regulatory and tax and all those other environments, it is difficult to start a business, that has a lot of formality and a lot of immediate income involved. But if you want to start from scratch, your technology of your computer, your laptop is probably all you need, and of course an internet connection for it. That's about pretty much all you need to begin to build your business. You can provide all of your business cards, your letterhead, all that virtually, and you can make that on a Word document. It's not like you have to make significant investment in those particular areas. Just start a business. Well, where do you start a business? Well, you can start with your aptitude. What are the things that you like that you could create a service for? What are the things that you're already involved in that you do voluntarily out of fun that you could make the next leap into a financial connection? Those are some of the things you need to be asking yourself when you look at your current situation and you look at the creating of your next business, or maybe even your first business. I know in my situation, I found myself momentarily kind of between positions in the late 1990s. I was still doing a radio gig, but I wanted to do more. I needed more income. And so I went out and started my own insurance agency. And you go, huh? What? What in the world? How do you do that? I mean, isn't that expensive? Well, my insurance agency meant I had to have a license. Well, it took 2 days of classes. And first of all, they initially gave me a temporary license where I began selling even before I had my formal license. But for my license, I took 2 days of classes, took a test. I had my license within a couple of weeks. And by the way, I've had that license now for going on 15 years. And I still do occasional business here and there in the insurance industry. All I needed back then was a fax machine because email wasn't that popular yet, and scanning was still something rather mysterious. And so we went ahead and we had a fax machine, computer, and I went ahead and went into business. I leveraged my radio show to create business, and in no time I had a very vibrant insurance practice. And you can do the exact same thing. The only reason why you're not looking at the current crisis as an opportunity is because of the way you're thinking about the current situation. You'd be surprised to know companies like FedEx that were created during the very, very austere Carter years, the number of major corporations that you purchase goods from every day that were purchased during that were created during massive recessions and massive depressions. They saw them as an opportunity rather than a dismal situation. Create your own opportunity. That's my price point. I want to hear yours. Email us at info@usdailyreview.com.